Got those taken care of. Let's look down. Where is it? Right here. The very last one, it gave you a scenario, and it said, what would happen if? So, this is what they ask you to look at. They found that the ending inventory for 2010, right here, ending inventory, right here, was understated by 8,000. And, okay, so that was understated by 8,000. So that should have been 31,000. That's 1. Should have been a negative 31. And that the ending inventory for 2012, right here, right here, was overstated by 9,000. So that should have been negative, should have been 21,000 instead of 30,000. Oh, there's a 9 instead of a parenthesis. And then it asks you to figure out what it really should have been. Let's see, did I get all of that right? Let's read this again and make sure I have it correct. Was understated by 2010, was understated by, so we've got it right. This becomes 21, this becomes 31 instead of 23 and 30. And they ask you to redo the scenario. Now, one thing you have to do is do these step by step. So, which one would have been done first? Well, the 2010, and then it would have carried forward, right? So, let's do this. Let's just start here, yeah. So, let's plug in some numbers. This was 43. This was 81. This was 124. Instead of being 23, that ending inventory should have been 31. And then this changes, correct? So that changes everything, and that becomes a 93. And the 82, then the gross profit changes to 82, and the operating expenses stay the same. They didn't change those. But that changes the net income from to 48. Oh, I know, because I copied this. These numbers should be different here, folks. That should be 3440. This one I did a copy on this. It should be 24. And this one should be 27. So now you can see how there was more income here than there was in the original one. So that sets that one up. Now we'll move forward with the next one at 160, and this became, see, 160 here, and then 31 here, and 95 here, and 126 here. And this was a negative 19. We had an ending inventory of 19. That didn't change, which makes this 107. This is 53 then. And this would become 37. So you can see, even though these numbers are the same, you've still got a different net income. You have a different income, and that's simply because of this beginning inventory did change. But all the other numbers were correct. See, this became this, so it's going to affect. So now, this had a greater inventory. You see that? Or a greater net income. Now this one has a lower net income. Now let's continue this on to 2012. Now the 206 does not change. Your beginning inventory though now becomes 19, correct? You have debt purchases of 138, and that will give you cost of goods available is, where'd it go? 157. Ending inventory, though, changed on this one, correct? So we're going to subtract 21 instead of 30. And that gives your cost of goods sold at 136. And you have a gross profit of 70 with operating expenses of 52. Now what have you got? Well, looky there. You have a smaller net income in this situation, and that's been carried through all the way through. So that's how you would correct it. Now, what they asked was, what is the difference between these? Well, you could say, well, it used to be 27, now it's 19 or 18, so the net income in this situation was overstated in the original, and now is setting at 18 instead of 27. Let's look at the 2011. Again, it was overstated here, right, by 8, and it was understated by 8 in the original year. So you can see how just one thing can throw the entire net income off. Not to mention the valuation on your balance sheet for that inventory. So that should help you a little bit. When you do these type of problems, do them step by step. And then think about the process that they went through to begin with. So thank you.